All right, so for literacy for group B, we're going to be focusing on writing conventions, punctuation, parts of a sentence, and sentence building. Okay, so that's going to basically be our literacy component. And then writing is going to be a whole nother thing, but we're working on parts of a sentence, punctuation, and writing conventions for literacy. So every day you're going to be doing literacy. Here's your first packet, is this one right here. And you are going to be doing page 1 and 2 today. So let's look. Directions. Read each sentence, correct the mistakes. My cat ran fast. Oh, I see that there needs to be a capital at the beginning. So I'm going to write a capital M. My cat ran fast. And what happens at the end of a sentence? Always a period, a question mark, or an exclamation point. So we could choose my cat ran fast, period. Or if you wanted to read it like this, my cat ran fast, that would be an exclamation point, right? So I'm going to have you do page 1 and 2 to get your brain remembering all about your punctuation, all right? So once you finish that, I'll tell you what we're going to do next, okay? So now we're going to go to the next part of our packet. And that is right here. Naming parts, okay? So for naming parts, we're talking about the what or the who in a sentence. So this one says, blank made me a peanut butter sandwich. So who, that would be a who. Who made me a peanut butter sandwich? You could say my mom. You could say she made me a peanut butter sandwich. He made me a peanut butter sandwich. John made me a peanut butter sandwich. My sister made me a peanut butter sandwich. So in this one, you're going to be filling it out with who made me a peanut butter sandwich. So I'm going to write my, capital at the beginning, son made me a peanut butter sandwich. And I need a little bit more room, so I'm going to write it right here. There we go. Now I have a complete sentence with the naming part, which would be who or what at the beginning of your sentence. Let's look at this next one. Number 2. Blank saw a beautiful bird at the park. You could say, I saw a beautiful bird at the park. You could say, you saw a beautiful bird at the park. You could say, he, she saw a beautiful bird at the park. Or you could name somebody. You could say, my sister, my brother, my friend, John, Sally. I'm going to say, Donovan saw a beautiful bird at the park. You're going to write the sentence with capitals at the beginning and a period at the end. Donovan saw a beautiful bird at the park. Okay, so you're going to do your first naming page right here. You're going to fill this one out, naming parts, okay? And then the next thing you're going to do for this one, you're going to be circling the naming part. They're same color. All I want you to do for this page is circle the naming part of the sentence. So let's see, we have some choices for this top one. Frog and Toad, the little baby, ran up the tree. So let's see. Let's see if a naming part would be Frog and Toad or the little baby. Those are both naming parts to your sentence. So I'm going to circle Frog and Toad, and I'm going to circle a little baby. All right, so you're going to go through this one and you're going to find all the naming parts. Let's see. A slimy frog, the girls, all the animals, had a party, Mrs. Jacobs, they, all the boys, ate sandwiches, played games. I'm looking for all the naming parts. That would be a slimy frog, the girls, all the animals, Mrs. Jacobs. I'm going to circle all the naming parts on this page. And for this one, we're going to look at telling parts, okay? So for this one, you're going to finish the sentence by adding a telling part, okay? So you can use this page here, and you can use the ones that did not get circled, and those are telling parts. So let's see, I can do this. Mom and Dad ran up the tree. Mom and Dad had a party. Mom and Dad ate sandwiches, played games. Mom and Dad played baseball or saw a movie, okay? So you are going to complete the sentence. Mom and Dad, I'm going to write, ran up the tree. Okay, and don't forget, period at the end, or question mark or exclamation point, whatever works best for your sentence. Okay, so let's see, all the children. And come back here and let's look at some of the telling parts here. I see a lot of telling parts. Planted trees, ran up the hill, watched a game, swam in the lake. All the children, I'm going to say, saw a movie. Okay, right? And don't forget your period at the end.